Hey guys, welcome to the Paid Search Podcast questions and answers episodes where we answer your questions that you send in on our website, paidsearchpodcast.com. So keep sending those in and we may answer your questions on air. Jason is with me as always.
Hi, Chris. Hi.
Are you trying to act? He's trying to turn the tables. Is that how I look whenever I get introduced?
No, you always just look very self-assured and happy guy. Happy, no energy left in his body because he just did CrossFit for 3 hours during the middle of the day kind of guy.
First question is from Bryan T. Because we don't give last names on this show because we value your privacy. But we do have your emails and we sign you up for spam. Bryan T is at an agency, a marketing agency, and he has questions about how much he should charge clients. He's basically asking what's the pricing structure that agencies should use. And I think, Jason, to make this relevant for all of our listeners, we could talk also about what the pricing structure should be for, what people should expect to pay for an AdWords agency or freelancer that they're paying to manage AdWords for them.
Right.
So I'll start off with some thoughts, and Jason, I know you definitely have some thoughts as well. Bryan goes through and asks, he wanted to know more about, how does one come up with a system? And on the flip side, how much can someone expect to pay for you, those of you who are looking to hire someone? So for me personally, I think that a happy place for someone to pay is going to be based on what the person can provide. Okay. So for me personally in my business, I offer services that are exclusively AdWords focused. Okay. Other companies will venture outside of just AdWords and offer multiple networks, Facebook and LinkedIn and all those other things. And they'll also do landing pages. Okay. So the services provided are going to be very different in the way that you build your pricing for your company. And for those of you who are hiring someone, you need to assess how much they're actually doing. If they're doing something very specific, then it needs to be appropriate payment for that specific thing. If they're handling your entire website and all of that, this is going to be a big package. The percentage is going to be a lot higher. That you're going to end up paying a lot more. So the sliding scale there is based on how much they're actually providing you. I know, Jason, you have some thoughts on percentages and how much you think someone should probably be comfortable working within for an AdWords campaign. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, there's such a mysterious subject that people think so much about until you start doing it. And then to me, Chris, you quickly figure out advertising agency prices. It seems like they're based on the old days of TV and radio. Like you go to an agency, you need to advertise on TV, and they go, okay, well, it costs this much. We got to pay the TV companies. And as the agency, we're going to take a percentage. So it's not 100% and it's not zero. So then it's got to be somewhere in between. To me, Chris, it seems like most people charge somewhere around 10 to 15%. And that's the percentage that everything's kind of based on. And then if you want to charge by flat fees, which a lot of people do, or you want to pay flat fees, okay, it's not a percentage anymore. And if you spend $4,000 one month and $4,030 the next month, they're not going to charge you an extra $3. It's a flat fee. But most of the time, that flat fee also equates to somewhere around 10 to 15%. And the smaller your monthly budget is, if someone's spending $1,000 on AdWords, the less you're going to be closer to that percentage. So like a lot of AdWords managers, it's all based on time and hours they spend on your account. Not a lot of them are going to charge $100 a month, 10% of 1,000. People are going to charge more than that. So the percentage is a little higher the smaller your monthly budget is. But once you get over that $4,000 or $5,000 a month range, everything is basically 10 to 15%. That's what I've seen.
Yeah.
And I think if you're Bryan out there and you're trying to figure out how to charge your customers, percentage, flat fee, what works better for you? What are your customers seeing? What are you seeing your customers taking a liking to? But just know whatever direction you want to go in, it's probably going to come up around 10 to 15%.
Yeah, I think the biggest mistake that you can make is you look at agencies. You know, you do a search for AdWords management companies and agencies, and you look up and you see, you know, so their package for this much is 25%, and you take what they do and apply it to your business. What you're really missing is the piece outside of just AdWords management that they're doing, PPC management. I mean, their 25% package also includes landing pages, and you know, maybe there's some video services in there. Maybe they even come and do photo shoots of location and products. I mean, there could be
Custom
a whole lot.
display ads.
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be a lot that they can provide within that 25%. So the last thing that you want to do is take percentages from other companies and apply it directly to you, because you need to figure out what works. And the best solution is to find something that you're comfortable working under. Whatever, you know, 10, 15%. I completely agree with Jason. I think that's a healthy number to be under. And once you find a number that works for you and you're happy making that money, it's not about finding charge a really fair percentage, and they're happy to have me work on their campaigns for years at a time, rather than trying to hustle and find 5 guys that I charge a 45% rate and hope every morning that they don't fire me and realize that they're being overcharged, you know?
Right.
So
Right.
in the end, I like to charge something fair, do good work, and go for long-term commitment from people that enjoy working with me and I enjoy working with them. So
Yeah. Final point, Chris, to Bryan. Don't think about from your perspective so much. I know you want to know how much money you're going to make and you want to make money, but think about the customer's perspective. If someone is spending $1,500 a month on AdWords, do they really want to be paying you $500? Alternatively, if someone is spending $4,000 a month, does it make sense to pay you $400 or $450 if they know you're going to be spending 8-10 hours a month on the campaign, and they're willing to pay for a professional service, professional hourly rate, but it's got to make sense to them. So think about your customers, think about what you would feel comfortable with, knowing you've got a professional on your account. It's going to come in somewhere around 10 to 15%, and good luck to you.
yeah. All right. That's it. So be sure and send in questions, and we will catch you guys next